Hey everybody. So, this is a little different today. This is going to be part of a Commander Sealed League. The way that's going to work is we are going to open 15 set booster packs. In my case, I picked Kaldheim for this, but it could have been any set from 2021, Kaldheim through Crimson Vow. So, we're going to open this up, and we're going to build a 60-card deck based around one of the legendaries we find in the pack. So, we're going to open things up, we're going to build today. Let's see what we get. I'm going to keep any legendaries that I find in frame. Okay, got ourselves a Coma art card, which is interesting. Maybe that means we're going to get a Coma. Icefield, or Snowfield rather, Sinkhole. Blessing of Frost. Okay, so Redain, God of the Worthy. Legendary creature god. Flying Vigilance. Snow lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. Non-creature spells your opponents cast with converted mana cost 4 or greater cost 2 more. And of course, on the flip side, it's Valkmira, Protector's Shield. If a source an opponent controls would deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent one of that damage. Whenever you or another permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that unless its controller pays 1. So, we're going to put Redain there-ish. We still got a couple more cards in the pack. Now, the problem, of course, with Redain is Redain is mono-white. So we would have to be in mono-white. Not exactly what I want to be doing, but if we end up in a white deck, Redain would be a good card to have in there. Flip that around. Ooh, foil snowplane. That's a lot of good red cards in this pack. Okay, we got ourselves another legendary. We've got Carter, Doomscourge, red-black. When Carter Doomscourge enters the battlefield until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. That's really good for a Commander Sealed League. Whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. So that is any attacking creature. So that's real good. Carter's gonna go there, and we got a lot of good red cards, so like maybe we got King Arfie's Betrayal. For fun, we're gonna upgrade Carter to Fancy Art Carter. So yeah, that is fun. So far each pack's only given us one legendary. There is a possibility we could get more than one in a pack. So as this Sealed League goes on, we're going to be able to open more packs, and we're going to be able to add those to our deck, change up our deck in any way that we want. Many of these red cards we've already seen, which is unfortunate, because this is Commander rules. You can only run one of each card. Got some new stuff, though. Ooh, a Dream Devourer. That's nice. Okay. No new legend, but we got some good cards in there. Red-black is looking strong so far. Maybe we end up as a Carter Doomscourge deck. And I dropped it. Yeah, there we go. Had to get that off the floor. Hope you enjoyed the look at the back of my head. Egon. Maybe we can get an Egon. That'd be nice. A lot of white cards, so maybe mono white is viable. Now, we have one Calamity Bearer. Very nice. Again, red looking strong. We also have Ignorunize. When Ignorunize enters the battlefield, scry 3. When Ignorunize dies, draw 3 cards if 3 or more creatures died this turn. We also... No, that's not the one that has a back. So Ignorunize, Human Wizard, mono blue deck. We don't really have a whole lot of blue cards right now. But Igna joins the rest at the top. Forgot that Coma was hanging out up there. We also have a Berg Strider. And we also have, from the list, Shuriken. So, equipped creature has tap, unattached Shuriken. Shuriken deals 2 damage to target creature. That creature's controller gains control of Shuriken unless it was unattached from a ninja, which we're not going to have. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Kaldheim is not known for its ninjas. But we've got 3 choices now. Again, I'm not really feeling mono blue, and we don't really have much blue to work with right now. Gonna have some Snowlands. We've got more red cards. Lots of red cards. And some black cards. And an Emerson Skullcairn. And Carter's Vicious Return. Red-black is looking strong. We've got the Port of Carfell. Our rare, one of our rares, I guess, for this pack, is Darkboar Pathway, which is black on one side, green on the other. So black-green is going to look better. We've got a Hailstorm Valkyrie and a Shackles of Treachery. So overall, again, more black and red cards, which, you know, looks pretty good for Carter. But we're only like 5 packs in. We've got 10 more to go. We have more red cards, some of which we didn't already have. We got a Shepherd of the Cosmos. We have a Cyclone Summoner in blue. So, again, red-black, looking real good. And the red-black cards that we're getting tend toward the aggressive. So Carter really kind of wants that. Ooh, I note that the back of this pack has a magic card back, which means we got something from the list on there. Let's find out what we got. Oh, we got some green and some more red. But here's the blue we've been waiting for. Ooh, we got Agar the Freezing Flame, Giant Wizard, blue-red. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, if a giant wizard or spell you controlled dealt damage to it this turn, draw a card. Now, the fun part is I've been noticing that a lot of our red cards have been giants. And we had the rare from the last pack, which was also a giant. So Agar is going to go up here. Agar and Carter are currently my my 2 best choices, I think. We also have the blue-red utility land. Runeforge Champion as rare. We also have a mythic Eradicator Valkyrie, which is nice for black if we go with Carter. Frost Augur, Mistwalker, and our list card, we have Keeper of the Nine Gates. 9 Gales? 9 Gales. Bird Wizard, 1/2 for 3, flying. Tap 2 untapped birds you control. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Not likely to have a lot of birds, but if we do, definitely. Definitely. So, red is definitely our strongest color, and I could see either black, red, or blue, red being a thing. Now that we're starting to see more blue, so we did get that Eradicator Valkyrie, and I don't know about you, but I think playing your Mythics is a great idea. If you can. If you were wondering, were we going to get more red? The answer was yes. We got another Carter. Because we needed another one of those. We got Draugr's Helm. Our rare, Essica's Chariot. And we don't have any green commanders. That's going to be a really good one if we can get into green. But as it is, there's nothing to do for that. The rest of the pack is more red cards. So I'm going to look for a way to use that Essica's Chariot. And in fact, if I could pull an Essica, that would be great, because Essica is 5 colors. 5-color commander. Which would be nice. Oh, you know what? The Keeper of the 9 Gales wants birds. There's shapeshifters in this set. So, I was wrong. We maybe have birds. Gonna get some more green. But again, we don't currently have any green commanders. We do have some more blue-red, and in fact, more red and blue. We've got the Raven's Warning, which is, you know, a good rare if we end up in blue-white. Bergstrider. I thought we were going to dodge the legendary for this one, but we didn't. We got a foil Narfi Betrayer King. Legendary snow creature. It's in blue and black. Other snow and zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. You pay 3 snow, return Narfi Betrayer King from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So Narfi is very interesting. Blue and black, maybe not as strong. Red is definitely our strongest color, but, you know, maybe. We'll find out, I guess. We got some red, we got some white. Ooh. The Trickster God's Heist for Narfi. Divine Gambit. We've got our rare of Herald Unites the Elves, or Harald. Which would be nice if we have green-black, but currently we don't. What we do have is an upgrade for Agar the Freezing Flame. We got the fancy art for that one. We also have a struggle for Skemfar. How many more do we have here? We are looking at the final 5. So far we have 5 choices. I imagine we're going to have more than that. Again, Essica would be nice. We've got another list card in this pack. You can always tell if the back card has a magic back. Got a lot of white, more white, lots of white, and then we're into black-red again. We've got Port of Carfell. We also have Toski, Bearer of Secrets. So we were looking for a green commander, potentially, to use that Eska's Chariot. Well, Toski, Bearer of Secrets is green. Can't be countered, indestructible. Attacks each combat if able, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So very powerful. We also have a card that's going in every deck that we have. Shimmerdrift Veil. Snowland. We also have a Warhorn Blast, and our list card is Ethereum Horn Sorcerer. Artifact creature Minotaur Wizard. Pay 1 blue-red. Return Ethereum Horn Sorcerer to its owner's hand. Cascade. So it's a 6-drop, which means to Cascade you hit any 5-drop or lower in your deck. Whichever one you hit first. So if we run Agar, that's definitely going in, especially considering the fact it's a wizard, and Agar cares about wizards. Another list card. Our list cards have been pretty good. We've got our Toski. Snow-covered forest. Red cards. Red cards. More red cards. The 3 seasons. Blue and green. We don't have a commander for that right now. Path to the World Tree is a 5-color card, which we can't play unless we get Eska. Cosmos Elixir. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total, otherwise gain 2, probably going into whatever deck we get. As is Replicating Ring. We have Priest of the Haunted Edge, and our list card is Loyal Unicorn. 3/4 Vigilance. Lieutenant. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you control your commander, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to creatures you control this turn. Other creatures you control gain Vigilance until end of turn. So if we end up running Redain or another white commander, Loyal Unicorn is a definite add-in. Absolutely no reason not to run that if you are in white. Well, our luck continues. We have another list card. Find out what that is in a minute. Snow-covered plains. Got a funeral longboat. Good for anything, but this is a lot of white in here. We've got a replicating ring. Avalanche Caller. Runeforge Champion. The World Tree. Which would be great if we could find Eska, Guardian of the Tree. Or God of the Tree, I guess, is what she's called. Yeah, 5-color land, does all sorts of crazy stuff. We got Boreal Outrider. We've got Bounding Gold in foil now. And our list card, Gempalm Polluter, which has cycling for double black. When you cycle it, you may have target player lose 1 life for each zombie in play. I don't think we've got a lot of zombies, but this might be good for the Narfi deck, if that's what we end up running. Probably end up in Carter as well. It is a 6-drop 4/3, so not great. Oh, no list card in this one. Well, we've got blue. We've got red. More blue. We've got a Gold Vein pick. We've got a Shepherd of the Cosmos. Ooh. Red continues to get good. We have a Goldspan Dragon. Whenever Goldspan Dragon attacks, becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token. Treasures you control have tap. Sacrifice this artifact. Add 2 mana of any 1 color instead of 1 mana. Got a Pilfering Hawk and an Elder Leaf Mentor. So, Carter and Agar are looking better and better all the time. The only thing I can think of that would really put me off of those two is if we found Essica in here somewhere, and then we would be running all of the good cards. Essica good stuff sounds like a plan to me if we can get there. And no list card for the last pack. Ooh, got the shiny name on that one. Giants are looking pretty good off of that. We have Great Hall of Starnheim. We have another mono white commander. We have Halvar, God of Battle. Creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. At the beginning of each combat, you may attach target aura or equipment attached to a creature you control to target creature you control. And on the back, Sword of the Realms. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has vigilance. Whenever it dies, return it to its owner's hand. Not a bad equipment. We're going to put that over there. If we end up in mono white, one of those two would be their commander. Probably Redain. Probably. But I did catch a glimpse of what our last card is in this pack. And it's a spicy one. So it's not Blizzard Brawl. It is, in fact, full art foil Alrund's Epiphany. So, this plus Goldspan Dragon tells me that Agar the Freezing Flame is the way to go. We're going to be taking some extra turns in our commander games. That's how we're going to do this. So, that being the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up these legends over here. And we're going to see if we can build Agar the Freezing Flame. Put them over there for now. So what we need now is all of our blue and red cards and our colorless cards. So we're going to go back through all of this stuff and find what we're looking for. Get that snow-covered island in there because we're going to want that. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned the token that was on the back of this was a bird. So we got the bird token along with Alrund's Epiphany, which is fun. Can't run those. Replicating Ring, get in there. Funeral Longboat, sure, it's colorless. Cosmos Elixir. There's another Replicating Ring, but I'm going to put that aside for now because we're not going to need it. Because we can only run one copy of each thing. Oh, I forgot about the Ethereum Horn Sorcerer, which incidentally hits the dragon as well, which is nice. We've got the Shimmerdrift Veil. Shackles of Treachery, Dwarven Reinforcements. I don't think we got a blue-red dual land in this. I don't believe we did. You know what? I think I might have one or two in here. Think of it. Where did I put you? It's over there somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna do something smart and go ahead and put Alrund's Epiphany in a sleeve. That's as much commander as our commander is, I think. Anyway, back to what we were doing, making a pile of blue and red cards. too bad we don't get to use that Essica's Chariot. I'm going to put that aside over here so that I can make sure that we remember we have it. If I recognize that we have already gotten one or two of these cards, I'm not going to put them in here. Just to make things a little easier. I'm going to put the Eradicator Valkyrie over there as well so that we know that it exists later if we decide to change into black. I mean, Scorn Effigy, fine. I don't know if we're going to play it, but we are going to play that Cyclone Summoner. All those red cards. Maybe we play the Shurikens? I don't know. That Calamity Bearer, though. I forgot we had that. That came in early. So, of course, with a 60-card deck, which is what we're trying to build currently. Ooh, saw it coming. That's nice. With the 60-card deck, we want 22 to 23 lands, probably. Maybe as many as 24. So that's what we're going to aim for. Build the Multiverse is nice. Frost Augur. Right, so no blue-red dual land, unfortunately. Would have been nice. Okay, I'm going to sort these out here and see if I can get rid of duplicates. The Epiphany. I'm going to move the not fancy art version over there. Lands go over here. So we've got a lot of cards. You know? That feels like almost 60 cards right there. But there are some duplicates, I know that much. So let's start to sort these out by mana value. So we got 7s, 3, 4, 5. Found a duplicate already with the Pilfering Hawk. You're a 5-drop. You go there. I'm going to put 6 drops together. 5-drop. Probably not in this one, though. Cinderheart Giant. Gold Vein Pick, we already have. Kinseekers, we already have. Definitely don't have another Ethereum Horn Sorcerer. Gotta find a way to get this headphone cord out of my way. Run Amok, Cosmos Elixir, Funeral Longboat, Avalanche Caller. Definitely don't have another Cyclone Summoner or one of those. Mistwalker is great. I love Mistwalker. Frost Augur. Reinforcements. I think, yeah, we already got an Axguard Cavalry and opened the Omen Paths. Do we have an Emerson Raider? No. Frostbite is over there. Giant's Grasp, Giant's Amulet, Dual Strike. Fire Giant's Fury. Invasion of the Giants. Berg Strider, we already have. Dwarven Reinforcements, we already have. Shackles of Treachery, I think is already on the list. No. Not currently, but there's a foil version of that somewhere that I'm going to run instead. Speaking of foil versions of things, the Berg Strider. Gotta run your foils, you know? You gotta make your deck better. Makes your deck run better. Raven Wings, Raiders, Carve. We have a Frost Augur, so you're out. Frost Peak Yeti. Behold the Multiverse. Smashing Success. Do we have one of those already? We're going to. Craven Hulk, Demon Bolt. Undersea Invader, we've got one. Squash, I believe we've got. Do we have a Doomscourge Titan yet? Nope. Firewalker, Emerson Raider we've got. Season Spoils, I don't think we've got yet. Smashing Success, Craven Hulk, Demon Bolt. We've got all of those. We have Saw It Coming. Calamity Bearer, being a rare, is not likely to have any extras. Vault Robber. Got that, and that. And I think there's a Tormentor's Helm in there. So we're good there. Haggy Mob, Breakneck Berserker, Run Amok, Vault Robber, Doomscourge Titan. All of those we have already. We have land. We have a Pup. We have an Arcanist, Glimpse the Cosmos, and Scorn Effigy. So we have got this down to just what we can use. Now we need to start looking at what we want. So with 23 lands, we will have 37, I think. So, let's go through. We know we've got 2. When Ignorant Eyes enters the battlefield, scry 3. When it dies, draw 3. If 3 or more died this turn. Probably good enough. So, Doomscourge Titan. We can foretell it to make it cheaper. Enters the battlefield, target creatures you control. Get +1/+0 and haste until end of turn. Pretty good, so that's probably in. Cyclone Summoner is enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hands except for giants, wizards, and lands, which is our deck. I'm in. The Ethereum Horn Sorcerer, definitely in. Undersea Invader enters the battlefield tapped but has flash, so that could be interesting. And then we have a Cinderheart Giant. When it dies, it deals 7 damage to a creature an opponent controls, chosen at random. Other than that, it's a 7/6 with trample, which sounds good. I have a bad feeling that we are going to end up with a very expensive deck. So, Frostpire Arcanist costs 1 less if you control a giant or a wizard. We have lots of giants and wizards. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for an instant or sorcery card with the same name as a card in your graveyard. Okay, so this is a 2/5 that maybe we can cast for 4. It doesn't do anything else, so you're probably out. It is a giant wizard, and that's fine, but we have better. We have a Berg Strider. When it enters the battlefield, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls. If snow was spent to cast this spell, that permanent doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. That seems pretty good. We have some snow over there. I need to double check the rules. We do have some off-color dual lands that are snow. We might be able to run those to make things like Berg Strider better. We have a Haggy Mob. It's a 5/4 for 5. You can, when it attacks, you can pay 2 to deal 1 damage to any target. It's pretty good. Squash is a shoo-in, and of course the dragon. We want the dragon. The dragon helps us cast all these. What else we got? Calamity Bearer. If a giant source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that instead. Yes, we are keeping that. Assault Rager. When it enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. We have a lot of giants. Speaking of having a lot of giants, we have 4/4 Craven Hulk. That's fine. We have Smashing Success. Destroy target artifact or land. If an artifact was destroyed this way, create a treasure. So, that's probably a good idea, right? This is Commander. People are going to be running their artifacts that give you mana. They're going to be running their fancy lands. Smashing Success seems like a shoo-in. Behold the Multiverse is card draw, which we want. We don't have a whole lot of that yet. Frostpeak Yeti can't be blocked if you pay 1 in a snow. That seems good. Giant's Grasp. Enchant Giant you control. When Giant's Grasp enters the battlefield, gain control of target non-land permanent for as long as Giant's Grasp remains on the battlefield. That seems really good. Dwarven Reinforcements is create 2 2/1 Dwarf Berserker creature tokens. That does not seem good enough. I'm going to put that off to the side. Cosmos Elixir is card draw and life gain. I like it. Lijara Kinseekers. When it enters the battlefield, if you control 3 or more creatures that share a creature type, put a +1/+1 counter on it, making it a 3/5 instead of a 2/4. It's also a giant, so potentially. For now, well, Replicating Ring goes right in. Scorn Effigy is a 2/3, potentially for 0. Maybe we keep that. We'll see. That's one of the first ones I'll be willing to cut. Otherwise, it's a 2/3 for 3, which is not great. Saw It Coming is in. Seize the Spoils. There's an additional cost to cast a spell. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure. Okay, so that seems like a good way to get to our high end. We're going to keep Seize the Spoils. We got ourselves a Human Berserker, the Tuscary Firewalker. You can pay 1, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn, but only if this attacked this turn. Seems good. Demon Bolt is a shoo-in. We need removal. Raider's Carve. Whenever it attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. And it's a 4/4 for 3 if you can hit the crew 3. That actually seems good. Mistwalker is a giant with flying. It's a 1/4, but if you pay 1 in a blue, it gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Keeper of the 9 Gales is not good enough. It's out. 3/2 with haste. Dwarven Berserker, or Breakneck Berserker, rather. It's not good enough. I don't think it's good enough. If we need more cards, we can maybe bring that one back in. It is better than the Scarecrow, though. So, Scorn Effigy, I'm sorry. You're foil. You look lovely. You're out. And then open the Omen Paths. You can add 2 mana of any one color and 2 mana of any other color. Spend it only to cast creatures or enchantment spells, which would be good for our top end. Or creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. That seems okay. We'll keep that in for now. 2 drops. Glimpse the Cosmos. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom in any order. Seems good. As long as you control a giant, you may cast Glimpse of the Cosmos from your graveyard by paying blue rather than paying its mana cost. If you cast Glimpse the Cosmos this way, and it would be put into a graveyard, exile instant. So we get this twice because we've got giants everywhere. And I just hit my ring light. We have a Vault Robber. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a treasure. Seems good. Raven Wings. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, has flying, and is a bird. Seems like a good thing to strap to a giant, doesn't it? Invasion of the Giants is a saga. Step 1 is Scry 2. The second chapter is draw a card, then you may reveal a giant from your hand. When you do, Invasion of the Giants deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. And then turn 3, the next giant spell you cast this turn costs 2 less to cast. That is a shoo-in. We have Fire Giant's Fury. Target giant you control gets +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player this turn, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Till the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. That's a shoo-in. Dual Strike. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Not likely to be relevant. What do we have that we could copy? I guess, like, Saw It Coming is not a great one. Open the Omen Paths actually could be pretty interesting. We would get, for 5 mana, we would get 8 mana. Seems pretty good. Seize the Spoils. Demon Bolt. Demon Bolt would be a good one, but actually, you know, this is Foretell. So we do that for 1, do that, so 4 and get 8. Seems okay, but I think we're good without that. We have the Emerson Raider. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Seems okay. Pay 2. This is Avalanche Caller. Pay 2. Target snowland you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature with hexproof and haste until the end of turn. It's still a land. Maybe? Funeral Longboat. Not probably going to be playing that. Run Amok. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 and trample. Seems good. Target creature gains haste with the Axguard Cavalry. Pilfering Hawk is a 1/2 flyer. If you pay snow, draw a card, discard a card. I like it. Goldvein Pick gives us treasure. When the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player. That's harder to do. Maybe. We'll look at it. 1-drops. Fearless Pup. Has first strike, and you can give it +2/+0 until end of turn. Maybe. Shuriken. I'm not in on Shuriken. Probably not in on Fearless Pup either. Let's see what else we've got. Frostbite. Definitely in. We need the removal. I forgot about Ignorune Eyes. Put Ignorune Eyes over here. In the 4-drops. Of course, Alrund's Epiphany is a shoo-in for the deck as well. Giant's Amulet. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has hexproof as long as it's untapped. You can also, in addition to paying the blue for this, you can pay 3 in a blue. If you do, create a 4/4 blue giant wizard creature token and attach the amulet to it. It's not bad. Could be good in the late game. Tormentor's Helm is equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. It's fine. Probably not going to play it though. Probably. And Frost Augur. You can pay snow, tap it, look at the top card of your library. If it's a snow card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Not going to play that. We don't have enough snow cards to make that worth it. Okay, let's do a quick count and see where we are at. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 40. So we need to cut 5 cards. That shouldn't be too hard. We should probably cut them from the top end, honestly. So definitely in. Definitely in. Haggy Mob is good. Bergstrider. It's 4/4 for 5 that taps something down. Maybe taps it down for 2 turns. Well, we know that's in. Probably in. 7/6 trample for 7. Undersea Invader doesn't seem great. So put that in the potentially no pile. That's in, that's in. This is in. Ignorunize is in. Lijara Kinseekers, maybe not. I like Cosmos Elixir, I like that. Maybe not the Yeti. I can finish out games, but Behold the Multiverse is good. Smashing Success is going to be good. Craven Hulk. That's removal. That's good. Did I put in... No. Okay, so Dual Strike's not in. Open the Omen Paths is good. I think we cut the Berserker. Mistwalker is good. Raider's Carve. Demon Bolt. It's fine. Goldvein Pick? Maybe? Pilfering Hawk is fine. That's fine. Maybe Raven's Wings? And maybe the Fearless Pup. Fearless Pup doesn't seem like it's going to do much. Maybe we put the Breakneck Berserker back in. Raven's Wings gives flying, which is great for Giant. So maybe we just go this way. So what do we have now? $30. I miscounted somehow. I get 38. Okay, so we got 38. We do need to cut one more. I think it's going to be the Breakneck Berserker. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So let's look at what our curve looks like now. Yeah, curve is important in Commander deck. A lot of 2-drops. So many 2-drops. Almost as many 4-drops as we have 3-drops. In fact, 1, 2, 3. We have exactly the same number, in fact. Where's my 5-drops? My 5-drops ended up at the front somehow. Squash, which admittedly might just be a 2-mana spell in this deck. Berg Strider made it in. We have 6-drops here, which is good because I've only got 3 cards left in hand, and yeah, so we can hit literally any of this with the Ethereum Horn Sorcerer. We could hit Squash, we could hit Gold Span Dragon, a bunch of our 4-drop Giants. Ignorunize wouldn't be bad. Cosmos Elixir. I think this is the deck. I think for now, plus these lands, I need to get some confirmation on off-color duels, but I think... Oh, you can't even see the 7-drops, can you? There's the 7-drops. I think that's the deck. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with the blue-red direction because we just have so many good cards. We have mythics and rares in blue and red that we don't have anywhere else. So I think that's what we're going to do. Agar the Freezing Flame for the 60-card version of the deck. Beyond that, we'll see what happens in week 2, which is going to be a little while from now because I'm doing this early. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I might play around as well, see if black is strong enough to replace the blue in here, because it looks like we don't have a lot of blue. The only things we would be missing then is Alrund's Epiphany, Cyclone Summoner, Ethereum Horn Sorcerer, which, that seems like a lot. It does seem like a lot. But anyway, yeah, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments if you would have gone with something else. Would you have gone with red-black? Would you have gone with blue-black? I don't know. There are a lot of options right now. So, let me know.